Hi, I'm Skip Nipper. Welcome to Skip's Corner, the podcast where I tell you about not only Nashville's great baseball history and traditions,
shot to right, a one-hop liner,
but certainly about its past. And you will hear a little bit about its present and future, too.
Yes, he can, and makes the waist-high catch.
There are great stories about Tom Wilson Park, Herschel Greer Stadium, Sulphur Dell, and the players, coaches, and fans who love everything about baseball. And every once in a while, you will get to hear from a special guest who will share their fondness and even passion for the great game.
The high fly ball down the right field corner, going way back, hits a lead-off home run.
Nashville Vols general manager Ed Doherty spent a week in California meeting with the farm director of the Los Angeles Angels, Roland Hellman, and continued to mold the roster to begin the 1963 season. Now, it was Nashville's return to pro ball during that year because in 1962 there was no pro ball. The Southern Association had gone out of business in 1961, primarily because although there was no written rule, the Southern Association did not utilize black ball players. Well, while Doherty was on the West Coast, he was able to obtain two southpaw pitchers, Bob Sprout and Mike Lee, and a first baseman, Dan Ardell, and an outfielder named Eddie Crawford from the Angels. Well, neither of the pitchers would stick around for very long, while Ardell would hit for a .325 average in 25 games for Nashville. And the promising Crawford was perhaps the cream of the group. He played for three clubs in 1962, and he batted .318 in 121 games for the Quad Cities in the Midwest League, which was a Class D league. Played for Tri-City, a Northwest League team, Class D league, and he played for Dallas-Fort Worth in the American Association, which was a AAA ball club. And not only did he lead the Midwest League in that batting average of .318 while at Quad Cities, he was chosen most valuable player of the team. Well, while on his visit to the West Coast, Doherty saw all four players perform in a game, and he saw Crawford slug a home run. And defense was part of Crawford's repertoire, too. At Quad Cities, he committed only 3 errors on 138 chances, and he was picked to anchor the Sulphur Dell outfield. And in an uncredited newspaper article in the Nashville Tennessean on April the 22nd, it was written that Marv Staley at short, Jim Orton and Charlie Shoemaker at second, and center fielder Eddie Crawford teamed with catcher Duke Sims to give the Vols great down-the-middle strength, and it is down-the-middle strength that baseball pennants are won and lost. Well, on May 23rd, the left-handed hitting outfielder was sidelined with an appendectomy and placed on the disabled list, but was expected to be released after his 10-day recuperation ended. And convalescing at Miller's Clinic, Crawford gave a message to Doherty during his visit to deliver to the Vols manager, John Fitzpatrick, who had been his manager at Quad City. And he said, "Tell Fitz," that's John Fitzpatrick, "the reason I wasn't pulling the ball was that I couldn't get around that appendix." Remember, he was a left-handed hitter. But by mid-June, Doherty's early acquisition to Angels farm hands were all gone. Sprout was sent to Tri-Cities with an 0-5 record for the Vols, even though he had one outing, he struck out 11. And Crawford was supposedly going to San Jose, leaving Nashville with a .246 batting average. Crawford did not go to San Jose, as it was reported in the paper, but was returned to Tri-City, was that franchise that was in the Northwest League. Now, born in Foley, Louisiana on March the 4th, 1940, Crawford had attended Los Angeles City College before embarking on his professional career, one that would take him on a 5-year journey, beginning with Visalia in the Class C California League in 1959. And it ended in 1964, but he was with San Jose that season. Well, his claim in Nashville baseball history took place on April the 19th, 1963. It was opening night in Knoxville before 2,827 fans to begin the season, and Crawford stepped to the plate as the third batter in the first inning for Nashville. and he became the first black player to play in a regular season game for the Vols. And in the seventh inning of that game, Crawford sent the ball over the right field screen at Bill Myers Stadium. Now, although he did not finish the year with Nashville after his hard luck appendectomy set him back, his claim to Nashville baseball history stands. Now, there was a second black player, Henry Mitchell, who also played on that team, and he did finish the season. And I'll have more about Henry Mitchell at another time. As always, thanks for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoy hearing about Nashville baseball history. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or criticisms, you can email me at 262downright@gmail.com. Again, thank you